At approximately 6 o'clock this morning, a female was crossing against the no crossing signal from east to west, while a northbound driver, elderly driver, was traveling northbound on River Road. As he came into the intersection, he struck the pedestrian and threw her through the intersection. At this time, we have not identified the victim, and the driver has been cooperative, stayed on scene for us. We've got witnesses that will also provided statements as to what occurred.
Do you know anything about her age, roughly? Or?
We don't know anything about her age. She appears to be in her 50s or a little bit later than that. Other than that, we haven't identified her.
Was she just crossing the street at the time? What was
she was crossing the street. She was, we believe, we don't know exactly where she was. We're going to get some video footage to determine where she was, whether she was in the crosswalk or not. But she was crossing against a no walk signal. So.
We know your name, but just for our graphics.
Sergeant Jeremy Needles, Jeremyneedles.
And your title?
Huh?
Title?
I said sergeant.
Of the motor?
St. George City Police Department and the motor accident reconstruction team.
Yeah.
All of the above.
Congratulations on that.
Is it too early to know the speed and visibility of the driver?
It is a little bit too early. The driver stated he was doing about 30 miles an hour. The witness confirmed that he wasn't going very fast when the accident occurred.
No charges on the driver?
That'll be determined after the investigation, which will take between 6 to 8 weeks roughly to fully complete.
Did she lose her? Sorry.
I'm sorry, you said they're being cooperative?
Yes.
Did she lose her life right away, or did some people come?
Medical arrived on scene and tried working her, but pronounced her deceased after about 20 minutes.
Has there been an increase in auto-pedestrian accidents?
This year this is the first. But over the course of the last year, we've had several occur. Again, people need to pay attention, look where you're going. I know that a lot of people like to put earbuds and stuff in. Just make sure you're looking both ways before you cross. Even when you have the crossing signal, cars still run red lights. They still don't pay attention. Like if you're turning right, or cars are turning right, they're typically looking left to make sure nobody's coming and that way stuff. So we have seen an increase in it. The city's doing a good job in trying to mitigate that. 700 East would be a good example where they put in the new bike lane and stuff, or walking lane, and it's protected by a positive median. So.
Obviously, location right next to the hospital, big disruption. I know doing reconstruction, you guys like to get this done as quickly as you can.
Yeah.
But how long do you think this is going to take?
Right now, the ME is on scene, so we're able to get that. That usually takes the longest. The scans will take the second longest. We're probably another half hour to 45 minutes before we clear the scene here. But again, we detail it with pictures, with a scanner, with a drone flying overhead stuff. That we all tie that together for one big good diagram and stuff. So.
This is a very busy intersection over here. A lot of people use it to commute to work and stuff in the mornings.
Yeah.
Is this something that you guys have seen and is kind of a problem on this intersection?
This intersection is one of the highest in St. George as far as accidents goes, crashes go. That is just sheer to the volume, right? There's only a couple of ways to get down into the southern part of the city. This is one of those, and so we do have a high amount of crashes here. We don't see a lot of pedestrian crashes here, but crashes in general, we have quite a few stuff. This is one of the ones we target. In fact, if you look at the lights back there, they've got what you call tattletale lights, and those, when the light turns red, the light above it will either turn white or blue depending on the direction of it, and that tells us, like if we're working the intersection, that we can see where somebody ran the red light and stuff.
Sergeant, time of the day, what was it, 6 a.m.?
6 a.m. It was dark.
So it was still dark. Is that, just from your standpoint, one of the most dangerous times as far as like this possibility happening?
Yeah, we've had several hit during darkness like that. We encourage people to wear, reflective vests or something like that. Don't wear dark clothing, because that does not help at all and stuff. But again, something reflective would be very beneficial in this circumstance. Whether or not it would have mitigated the accident or not, I don't know. But reflective stuff does always help.
Can anything be done to help the intersection be safer as a whole by the city?
Yeah, the tattletale lights I just talked to are fairly new and stuff. In fact, the city's putting them in on all, we're going to start putting them in on all the major intersections, stuff like that. They always evaluate it for traffic patterns to see if they need widening, narrowing, stuff like that. Right now, I don't believe there's anything else they're going to do with the intersection. It's working as it should be, but again, the tattletale lights is what helped this one specifically.
Sergeant, a fail like this doesn't become routine, does it?
No, it's never fun to have something like this, to have to contact family and whatnot and stuff. So It's,
I assume this one, the family's not been contacted. It's still
no, at this point, then. Well, I believe we had 16 or 17 call-outs this last year for accident reconstruction, which resulted in, I think, 12 deaths, I believe. So.
And any advice for drivers driving in those times of night where it's pretty bad visibility?
Same thing, keep your eyes up, look all directions, look ahead of you. A lot of drivers want to watch about 20, 30 feet in front of them. Real dangerous, you know, a block up, 2 blocks up stuff. And so looking far ahead is very important to those.
And finally, do you know if she was running across the street or is it just like walking you didn't see?
We don't know at this point.
Okay.